It's now time for another episode of the Off-Road Toolbox. A Jeepers guide to everything off-road. Powered by Best Price Trailers.
Where's my fingers?
I don't know. She's on her phone.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay. There we go. And you're on.
Gotta love her.
Unbelievable. Hello, folks.
That's
We're
Gen
back.
Z, right?
Yeah.
We're back, but let's kick it off to our sponsors.
Oh,
let
yeah.
you-
Okay.
B&B?
Oh, B&B Fasteners, yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
B&B and Fasteners, man. They hooked us up.
And then, of course, Daytona Jeep, Daytona Jeep, Dodge, whatever it is.
Randy's place.
Randy's place.
Daytona's
and his
garage. Yeah.
Daytona's garage. Great,
And of
great
course,
people.
Best Price Trailers.
Best Price
Best Price
Trailers.
It's right
Trailers.
across the street
From your favorite place.
No, it's not it's not my favorite place, but it's a marijuana dispensary. But
For
that's
me,
where-
Dunkin' Donuts. But all
Dunkin'
right.
Donuts. That would be. You know what? That would
That's
be
the
mine
place
too.
to put a Dunkin' Donuts right
Oh
next
my
to
goodness.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
So,
So,
flashback, stop.
No.
PTSD, stop.
What?
Let's talk about.
Come on.
Well, let's get back on topic.
Okay. What
Rob, want to talk about our Jeeps and
Yes,
the Jeeps we have.
We haven't discussed the status of what our Jeeps have been going through lately.
yours was quite an interesting one that you told me
Here's
about.
an
Bart
interesting-
hasn't heard this yet.
Okay, you haven't heard this one.
No.
This is interesting.
No.
And now I follow all these pages on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, there's a ton of them, and I think the one that I follow, I get most out of is I don't know if you're on. I think Jeff, you're on it too, because maybe you're not. The Jeep Gladiator Problems page.
Yes, I'm on there.
On that one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole Facebook page with that. I'm driving down Beach Street.
Okay.
And it's a Friday afternoon, and I'm coming close to Wilson's Automotive.
All right.
Dan Wilson's where I bought the Jeep from.
Yep.
And as I'm driving there, all of a sudden, the check engine light comes on, and my screen lights up. You know, the big touch screen that
Yep.
I've got, the aftermarket Alpine thing, boom, pops up. And it goes into limp mode. And I've read about this and heard. I'm like, oh no, what is going on? And I get these little notifications on the screen where on the dashboard
Yep.
screen. ABS this and service the engine. You got to take it in and blah blah blah. And I'm right near, thankfully,
Right by where you bought it.
because it went in limp mode. I can't get out of 30 mile an hour. That's about
No.
it. So I pull right in, and of course it's Friday afternoon, 3-4 o'clock ish.
Oh, God.
And his phone was going off the hook
Yeah.
anyway because he's busy. He's
Yep.
got stuff going on left and right. It's a zoo over there.
Yep.
People picking Jeeps off, people dropping Jeeps off. You know, and he's right. I mean, he was able to fit me in, and it was pretty much I have one of
Scanner.
those fixed scanners,
Yes.
FIXD. It's an aftermarket,
Yep.
you know. And it was great because it came up with all of these things. 9 things popped up, and it was like ABS brake,
Yep.
you know, and all these other
Yes.
different things I didn't know what it was. They ended up doing it too, and they found out. And I'm sitting waiting, you know, I'm in the
Yeah.
room talking to Dan, and you know we're yapping, and the guy comes back in and he writes down this thing, and he looks at it and he goes, I got good news for you. I'm like, it's not going to be that much, you know. It's no big deal.
Okay.
It was just the cost of the scan. All
Okay.
it was the pedal commander connection came loose. I've got
Okay.
a pedal commander connector on there. You know, it's a
Yes, yeah.
and a lot of people do.
Yes.
And it just came loose, and it threw all these codes, and it went right into limp mode. So I guess lesson learned when you buy these aftermarket products.
All of them. Yeah, anything
It
you do
really
electronically,
is.
especially for the engine, all that stuff.
It scared the crap out of me.
Yes.
I'm thinking, here we go.
And how did they figure it out was the pedal commander?
You know, I don't know.
'Cause you have to
they
go through a series.
Well, yeah, he apparently, I don't know what he did.
But see, they install all that stuff,
yeah.
so they probably
So
have.
they
They're used
kind
to
of know.
seeing.
And they were so busy, I didn't get a chance to go back and say, hey, how did you figure this out?
Yeah.
Of all the things, how did you know it was the pedal commander?
Yeah.
Of all the things. So they might have, you know, I've got one of the fixed, you know, you've heard of these
Yes.
little,
they plug into the OB,
which
OB1
is great.
sensor,
It
and it reads everything.
And
up
he's
your
got
phone.
a high-end
Yes,
one. And
he's
it
got the
might
computer.
Be, yeah,
Yes.
it's the computer. It's funny. They plug it in, and they got something that drops on the floor, and
Yeah,
then they got the
yeah.
the Bluetooth thing to them. It's on their computer screen. So it might be more detailed.
All right.
And that's my guess. That's I'm chalking it up to. But yeah, that was a scary situation. I also had the third brake light go out. So and it was out the whole time. I didn't know since I bought it.
Okay.
And I knew something was up because when I pulled the tailgate down, it was like something was rolling around
Okay.
in there. So I had that and getting that fixed. And I think when I got that fixed, they were kind of messing around in there, and I think they might have loosened something at the pedal commander, the connector, because the remote,
Yes.
the control is over there.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah,
that
you
might
got-
have been.
You got both the mini taser and
Yeah.
both of them in there. So yeah,
So there's a lot of stuff going on. Plus
Plus your
aftermarket
stereo.
stereo system, which is still that's not working right. I got to go to. I mean, what a waste of money. Whoever did this, that's just a. I mean, DS18 is great. Their
Yes.
stuff is awesome.
Yes.
But if you want to go off roading, let me ask you guys this: all those wires from the big kickers that are underneath the back.
I wouldn't
seat
know. I
and
don't
the
have that
speaker,
stuff.
Let me just
Yeah.
fill you. Some.
Yeah.
But where do you think those wires go? They go on the floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they go, what if you're going off-roading or, God forbid, you get caught in a rainstorm on the beach with your tops down, which
Yep.
happens.
Too much for people because they don't keep their top where they
Well-
can put it back up.
Well, it's also because you get hard tops, so it's like a
Yeah,
radiator.
right.
How you going to,
Yep. Yeah.
if you don't, you just take them off. Here's the thing. You get water on your carpet or get water on your floor.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
all those wires that are going to, how does that work?
As long as there's no open connection, it should be fine.
yes.
boy, I don't
but
know.
the problem is that moisture sits in there. If you don't dry it out right away, it
Correct.
can wick up into
You think through
where the
wire?
connection is.
There's water and electrics like, oh, that's not
Well,
good.
see, we're used to marine grade
Yes.
wiring, which is designed for water,
Yeah, it's
but
got a
not,
thicker-
automotive isn't. So, I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
a good point.
because
And that's what scares me because I want to go off roading with you guys.
Yep.
You know, and now I'm going to be like cautious if there's a deep water that I know I'm going to get into. I'm going
Yeah.
to go. I have a chance here of ruining this $12,000.
Yeah.
as long as you don't sink it like I like to.
Well, I mean, sometimes you can't help. When
Right.
That's why I bring waders. We walk out. We
Yeah.
measure.
Yeah,
we
right.
again because we're older now,
Right.
And we don't
Wiser,
want to
sort of.
sort of. And then we just don't want to be paying
That'd
for
be a
things.
good shirt. Older and wiser, sort of.
Sort of, because we don't want to pay for things again. And water is an issue with Jeeps.
Yep. So that was the issue with mine. So far, everything is
Hello,
pretty good.
come in.
I like that's knocking on this.
We don't got
wood.
Rudy barking. We're
Yeah.
good.
No, he doesn't bark. Well, not for this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, he's over there zacked out.
Yeah, he is waiting for food.
I want his life
His
to a
life is-
point.
So your Jeep, what's going on with your either Gladiator or Jeep?
Just cold weather.
So what's that
Really?
have to do
What
with-
happened?
Tires.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Same
Okay.
thing
I
with mine,
again,
too.
I don't. Forget it. That-
Happened with mine as well.
Not an
Yeah.
issue with me.
We were talking about why
Well,
is
the
it an issue with
TPS.
you?
The TPSs, they'll
Yes.
they'll read because colder makes
Yes,
things
but-
shrink.
yep.
It's just the way
Yeah.
things are. And yeah, he was worried about it, and I'm like, just ignore it.
It'll heat up when you
Yeah,
drive or put
he
air in it.
ignored- I put air in it, but it said to inflate to 37, so I had to go
Yes.
up to 37 and
Yep.
deflate it back down to.
When it
I
heats
think it's
up.
34 to 30.
When it heats up.
Hey, I ordered some tire chalk. Well, crayons.
Yeah.
Just go to
chalk.
Yeah,
Walmart,
shock
you know.
test. Yeah.
Just
I
go to
just want
Walmart.
Amazon.
Okay.
It'll be
That
here
works.
today.
Here today.
Yeah. By the time I'm not getting to Walmart.
So what happens is though, but that depends on what your TPMS is set for.
I
that's-
haven't found that. So far it says 37. I don't know if you can set it at a different.
I'll look at it because
Okay.
And
this is
me,
through the taser.
whenever it pops up
Through
on
the
my
taser.
dash, I
Right.
just tab it down and I don't worry about it.
But isn't
Because
your
I'm-
little yellow light still up
No,
there?
it'll go off once you change it in the computer.
No, he's talking about whenever
The
if it
idiot
comes
light.
up on the screen, I just ignore it and go
Okay.
back
But
to
the
my
idiot
screen.
light's
I don't
always there.
Oh, so
You
with
can put black tape over it.
with mine, I can go in and adjust my TPMS for what it's going to
Right.
go off at.
In
So
the mini taser, you can do the lower limit,
okay,
but I can't. I have to look and see if you can do the higher limit.
I don't worry
Because
about the higher limit.
what I did is when the tires went down to like 28, I
Yeah.
think it was, so I put it back to where I like it, like
Yep.
34, 33,
Yeah,
right?
that's where I'm at.
But yeah, but it still says go to 37. It says
Or it won't-
inflate
or
to
it won't-
37.
Or it
Tires
won't
not-
let the idiot light come off.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I don't like to see the
And I
damn.
think he's got it set up for the stock tires.
Correct.
That's why.
That's why I went in and changed mine. So
So
don't
I
have to
can
deal with it.
set that down to 30
I think you can. I'll find out.
All right.
I'll dig into
to the taser.
the taser.
I was
I'll read
looking
the
around
book.
to it. I'm afraid to break something.
You don't
I was saying to Jeff that if I don't install it, like the taser or the pedal commander, and I'm not there putting it in,
Right.
I'm afraid to mess with it because if I don't know how to install it, I don't want to go screwing around with something.
The only thing with
You
the
know.
taser is you just like he suggested, do the firmware update.
Yeah.
But all it is just plugging it into the OBS. That's
Well,
all.
it's
That's
up
all it
underneath.
does. Right.
Yep.
It's a
But-
different. It's the OBS, but then you've got
They
the.
probably put a
OBS.
splitter on it that plugs
Yeah.
into the OBS, and then then the
And it-
other leg runs over to the mini taser.
Okay.
That's
okay.
that's how it's set up in my
All
truck.
right. I know it's up underneath,
Yeah.
Yes.
so it's not like you can't see it.
Right.
All right.
So that's all there is to the taser.
All right, and then the firmware update.
And the
everything's gonna
firmware
be-
update is then you control it by your steering wheel by hitting the different buttons.
Right.
You follow the
right.
book to a T.
all the prompts and everything. Okay.
I don't have that on my Jeep. I don't have little buttons on my Jeep. I have a horn.
We got to get you in. See,
No.
I'm the one- Look at-
The simpler the better. You know, I'm one of these. I don't want all that fancy stuff. I just want it simple.
The only reason I got it is because
Came with it.
I want a truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
No. I know that.
It was else keep the F-150 and dump another 10, 20 grand into it. Or,
No.
And I was like,
But that's
no.
why same thing with mine. When I got rid of the truck, I was like, I want something newer. And
Yeah.
my Jeep was. By the way, it's for sale at Wilson's. My old one.
That's good.
He put money. He had to fix it up. It's real nice.
Yep.
New
If anyone's
seats.
looking for the red, it used to be the Red Sox
Yes.
rattle bucket. That's what we used to call it. It doesn't rattle anymore, and there's no Red Sox logos on it. But they got it looking good. I've never had it looking that good. I mean, even the
Little
engine
jealous?
up underneath.
Well,
Yeah.
they get a detailer.
they got-
Yeah.
Get a detailer,
Yes.
come in and have him, pay him a decent
Yes.
price. He spends a day on it, and he'll make it look like brand new.
I've never had it looking like that.
Yeah, because
It
your
looks
paint
great.
was oxidized.
He also put. It looks great. The paint looks. I thought it needed a paint job. It looks like it had a paint job.
It's oxidated because Florida sun.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And he's also put 2 new seats in the front, which were
Makes it look
badly
better.
needed because those
Yeah.
are original seats from a '97. So now, what happened to yours? Nothing.
No, just the tires.
That's it.
But then, I believe it or not, I picked up a pair of half doors for $250 for my 06.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
No kidding.
I lucked into that without not even wanting that.
That's
It's just-
good.
Yeah, I was on Facebook Marketplace and I had listed some stuff for sale that I'm getting rid of, and all of a sudden I went back to the page, went on the automotive section like I always do, just kind of scroll through and see what's up. First thing that popped up was these half doors, and I looked where it was at. It was at Port Orange.
You're not
I
getting a
looked at-
ticking in your motor?
No.
I got a little bit of one going on. Only when I drive it long
Kaylee's
time.
does. Her 4.0 like I said,
Well,
we're talking about. It might be a
That's
lifter.
the-
We got to
that's
get it. We
probably-
got to get it
Yeah,
fixed.
that's nothing. I had that. For
But to my
years.
daughter, oh my gosh,
Does
Kaylee.
does it go crazy?
Oh,
Makes it nuts.
Kaylee calls me up. It's making a noise.
Making a noise.
what-
Mine did that for years. Throw in 30 weight or what did I do? 5W30 or 5W something. I
She's
thick.
40, 50.
I put in some real thick oil. Is what I.
We're going to
ended
get
up
somebody to look. Actually, my mechanic but he's a good mechanic, but he doesn't do major like engine overhaul work. He wants in and out. He want boom, boom, boom. We're going to do brakes. We're going to do whatever,
Maintenance stuff.
Maintenance stuff. He'll do exhaust manifolds. He'll do intakes. Something simple. But he's not going to get into where you're going to disassemble the
Yeah,
engine.
because when you pull the motor apart, you got to know what you're doing.
And he just does. He's a one bay shop.
Okay.
So he
Yes, and
Yeah,
now
that
you're
would
gonna
take
say it
that take too much downtime.
That's what he
for-
said.
Yeah.
So we're looking around. We're gonna either, Kurt mentioned a couple people, and I know some people. So we're going to get it looked at and make it right for her. It's-
Destination 4x4 would probably be able to do.
any of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Th-
they've
them-
got multiple bays. That's
yes.
what they'd be able to diagnose that real quick.
Yeah.
Those guys. Now, I have a little bit of a tick, but only when I'm driving it for a long period of time.
Your
Do you
3.6?
hear it? Yeah, only when
They
it's
all
going-
do.
Okay, as long as
That's
it's
a
normal.
3.6.
Okay.
Well, you probably have to.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I mean,
could it be the lifters on that one? What's the number
The
one?
cam, the cam
cams.
is usually
Cam and the lifters.
cam and lifters.
Cam
are
is the
usually
big
what's going-
one.
Yep.
And that's expensive.
As long as
I also know that there's something as plastic with the oil pan.
Yes. No, the oil.
the oil, there's an oil cooler on top
Yes.
that's plastic,
That's okay.
and you replace that with the aluminum one.
Okay. I don't know if that's been done yet, but I do want to have that taken care of.
That's on my list of things to do, but I'm gonna wait
Is
until
that an expensive fix?
the
change?
part I think is like 120, but you pull the intake off. I'm trying to think of what else it comes off.
Right there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It can be done in your driveway. It's just
Yeah.
gotta have the tools and
Yes.
Tools and the know-how
And the patience.
and the patience. See, I'm done. no, that's just me. I'd worry about that stuff.
yeah.
But-
it sits underneath the intake.
Okay, I had heard something about that,
It's not a bad job, but it's time consuming.
but I do want to replace anything that's plastic with it. That I know there's something also with.
I'm thinking.
What I also read, and I get onto these forums or onto the Facebook pages, and there's always someone popping up with problems, and you go through and read the replies,
Yes.
the serious ones, and you see what goes on, and you see the things, and you hear and you read about all this. There's something with the coolant, where the coolant is plastic, or something melts, or it'll dissolve and it'll drop into the oil, or something. It's with the coolant.
That's
and,
the oil cooler.
Is that the oil?
Yeah, because otherwise your antifreeze, your engine If your engine's leaking into your oil, you have a problem.
Yep, a big problem.
You have a big problem. That's
Okay.
going to be a head gasket or something else.
Yours is a 2.0, isn't it?
A what?
Year 2000,
No.
2020,
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So you probably won't have that issue.
Okay. They
because-
fixed it
Yeah.
at that time. Okay. I'll have to make sure I look. The guy, I still haven't had a chance to find out just what he, all the options he put in there. All
You
the
want to know what
aftermarket
you want to
stuff.
know what the you want to know what the aftermarket.
All the
Aftermarket.
aftermarket, because he did a lot of. I've got the airbags in the back,
Right.
and I've never used those so far.
Wait. When you say the airbags in the back for your suspension,
For your suspension.
for trailering,
Exactly.
Yes, so-
yes. So,
yes.
and that's got to be. And we
those are
tried-
expensive.
Yeah, he put a lot of expensive stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, there's an extra gas tank in there, right? We
Yep.
talked about that
Yeah.
before. I use that a lot. That's
You only
great.
have to stop one time to get out to Freedom.
No, I didn't have to stop at all going to North Carolina.
That's cool though.
That was
nice, though,
really
ain't it?
cool.
That is.
But then when you go to the pump, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's $100 close.
Yeah.
Depending
Not
on-
bad.
Well, gas price is going down, so it's
Yeah,
less.
but that's
than
not bad.
that's
consider.
not bad. No, it
I
is.
mean, I spend on an average $22 to $30,
And-
depending on how much I drive.
and we tried to get the winch going, and we couldn't get it going. And it's got to be something.
you need
solenoid.
a solenoid.
It's. I don't know. If it's, it could. I don't. It's. I
That's
don't
the
know
only
if it
thing
needs-
that can go bad in it.
Well, he might have it set up to where something else, the switch has got to be turned on, and something's not. Maybe something's not wired. I did have everything taken off when I had that electrical issue,
Right.
and I don't know if all that stuff was hooked back in yet either. So I should probably look under and make sure that there might be some things not hooked back in.
Just trace the wires from it. The only
Yeah.
thing that's going to come from it actually is a positive and a negative. Everything else is on the solenoid,
Yes.
and all your wires are underneath that black cap.
Yeah,
Yep.
on the black cap
Control.
So I'll check under the hood. That's one thing that. But there's still a bunch of things I need to do. Your daughter's Jeep.
TJ to 4.0,
What year is that?
2004,
And how many miles?
about 130,000. That's what everybody says. This is not normal. This is not
No,
for a
that's not
4.0.
because I got them at 160 on the 06.
Yeah.
And
Nothing.
And you know how that thing runs.
And we maintain it. We change the oil. We keep everything up. So
I had the ticking forever.
I'm just going to get it looked
and
at.
it
Yeah.
could be. Would it be on exhaust?
We already did.
Tick.
It
we
wasn't
already
an
looked-
exhaust tick?
We already looked at exhaust manifold leak. Yeah, we looked at all that.
Okay.
And yeah,
All right.
yeah, and we actually did an oil change and changed the oil, and it went down a little bit in the level of the noise. It's not loud, but it's still there. So it's just
probably a lifter. It's
lifter or rocker. But we'll figure it out. It's going to get looked at. My Jeep's running well. But
I
probably
don't think the lifter would be a big pricey thing. Not for the 4.0.
I
it's,
hope not.
it's probably a couple hours of shop time and parts.
Yep.
I'd say like 4 hours max.
And then but everything part of maintenance is knowing your recalls.
Yes.
Stay on top of recalls.
Right.
Jeep has got another recall.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
What is it?
Only the result of 113,000 Jeeps. Not a big recall.
No, it wasn't a huge recall, but
No.
it's enough that you want to get it checked out.
But didn't they go through this problem in 2013 when they came out with the 3.6? When did it come out with the 3.6?
Oh, this isn't the.
It's the casting and the
Yeah,
sand
it was-
casting is again came up.
That was back for the first years
Of
of
the
the newer
3.6.
engine. Yeah.
Right.
But it came up again in 2023 through 2025. But they're the hybrid engines.
Oh, the hybrid. Oh, there's issues with the hybrid engines in Hondas that just got a recall.
Yeah.
256,000. Only the newer ones. though.
Yeah.
It's like they using a different.
Well, I guess when they
Different process, different casting,
and they don't get
different
all the sand out.
yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Everybody wants a lot of money, but don't want to do the work.
Or how do you flush it, get it done, and make sure you keep all the sand out? I mean, that would just I don't know.
So people should have the notification. They're relatively newer vehicles.
Or
Or
if you buy it used,
If you buy it used, so that's why
You may
you need
not.
to go on NHTSA, National Highway Transportation Safety Administration,
You said it's 23 to 25.
23 to 25 for this one. So I would go and look at them. It's the also the 4XEs. Oh, they had the battery problem.
they have the battery problem.
So look at if you have a vehicle, go on the government website and see if there's any open recalls. You do that with your VIN number.
Yeah.
You pull it up, put your VIN number in, and see if there's any open recalls. Hopefully, if you go, well, not everybody goes to a dealer, and not every shop would always think to look at recalls.
Right.
So if you don't go to a dealership for any service, does your shop do
9
it?
times out of 10, these I call them mom and pop stores
Yes.
that sell cars.
Yes.
They're used. They go to the auction.
Yep.
They bid on it. They win. They bring it on. They prep it.
Yep.
They sell it.
They sell it. They don't want to put a lot of money in it.
They don't look at,
No.
is there a recall? Is sold as is?
Yes.
Where is? The whole 9 yards. So, in that sense, do your due diligence, whether it's a Jeep, a Ford, a
Anything, Toyota.
anything.
Anything.
You know, get the VIN number. You can look at it. It's up in the dash.
Yep.
Look at it and then pull it up on the computer and see if there's any recalls on it and see what's been done and what hasn't been done.
And what has to be fixed.
Yeah, because then you can deal a little bit whenever you find
And
out.
some of them were the clock spring
Yep.
in the steering wheel, which deals with the airbag. Airbag recalls.
That was going forever.
Oh,
that company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's all things that everybody needs to think about in keeping their Jeeps up and running and keeping them properly maintained.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. Anything else you guys can think of?
So far, the Jeep. Other than that, I'm glad that's all for me.
Good.
All right.
Good.
Me too, man. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you real soon.
Thank you, everybody.
Stay safe out there.
And there you have it. Don't you feel smarter now? We'll drop more knowledge on you soon. Thanks for listening to the Off-Road Toolbox, powered by Best Price Trailers.